Network marketing objections or questions are opportunities. They're great opportunities to fill gaps in your sales process. I'd much rather a prospect give me this opportunity, give me something to work with versus just ghosting me. And I love helping prospects navigate through this question or objection because I know if somebody truly doesn't have the time, our opportunity in network marketing can absolutely help them with that. In fact, the no time excuse or the no time objection actually is the exact reason why I joined network marketing in 2009 because I was working 12 hours a day as a finance specialist. I had no time and I needed to figure out another option. So today I'm going to help you navigate the no time challenge or excuse or question that you might be getting. I'm going to share with you how to do it professionally and effectively. And I also have a really cool free script book that I think you're really going to enjoy. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Wired to Crush It show. I'm your host, Tanya Aliza. It's great to have you here. I've been in the network marketing profession since 2009, and I build my business 100% online using my automated selling and recruiting systems. I've been able to build a multiple seven-figure brand and business. So this stuff works if you do something with it. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to get subscribed because every single week I come out and share my strategies with you that will help you crush it in your business. So the first thing that you want to do is understand what the real objection is when somebody says, I don't have the time. Most often when somebody says they don't have the time, or even if they give you any other objection, they're actually saying something else. So we really need to get down to the real objection or the real question that's happening. Most often what I found in my many years of doing this is most people, when they say I don't have the time, they don't really understand, or they're thinking something completely different than what the actual reality is. Some people think they might need another 40 hours to put in to the side hustle. And you're thinking, well, they could do it in just a couple hours a day or an hour a day, but you got to get on the same page of thinking. And they're typically just looking for more clarification. So one of my favorite lines and favorite questions that I like to ask when somebody says they don't have the time, I like to say, hey, can you explain what you mean by that exactly? And you want to listen to what they're saying because, like I said, they might be thinking they need a copious amount of hours to do this, and they're not on the same page with you when in reality, they only need like an hour a day extra or whatever they really want to put into it based on the outcome that they're looking to get. So we need to navigate those waters and figure out what are they thinking and then navigate them to the right spot of thinking. So after understanding and figuring out what the real objection is or where they're thinking, like why are they thinking they don't have the time, the next thing that we want to do is empathize with them saying that. So we never want to be combative. We always want to be empathetic when we're going into objection handling with people and basically helping them navigate. So after they've told you, well, I've got this going on, I've got that going on, and you help them to understand, oh my gosh, you don't need like 10 hours extra per week. And they're thinking maybe they do, or 10 hours extra a day. They're thinking maybe that they do. So then I would say, empathize with them, right? Say, oh my gosh, shoot. Now I totally understand why you would say that you don't think that you have enough time for this. That makes complete sense. I completely understand. So you're empathizing and making them feel okay by thinking that, and then reframing that thinking with them when we go into the next step. And I'll give you my script book for this to help you out so you can actually see the workflow. I'm a really big visual person, so I really like to see scripts and then like to modify them. So I'm going to give you my script book in a minute on this. So after you've identified where their head is at and what they're thinking, then you've empathized with them, then you just want to share a story that could relate. Stories are my favorite way to help people see the bigger vision and help eliminate those objections or ways of thinking. And so I always say that facts tell, but stories sell. So either you could share your own relatable story if you have your own story, or you could share a third-party story of somebody that you know that works with your team, upline, sideline, downline, whatever. So one of my favorite stories is actually my story of working 12 hours a day and actually being the perfect candidate for the excuse or the objection, I don't have the time. So I would say, oh my gosh, I'd empathize and I would say, hey, listen, I used to work 12 hours a day, 7 days a week as a finance specialist, and I was completely burnt out, and I was the perfect candidate to also say, I don't have any extra time. But this was actually the main reason that I was looking and I was open to other opportunities. And I'm so happy that I was. And then I would say, hey, do you have a plan to alleviate some of your time constraints that you have going on right now? Now, this is a perfect question because it gets them thinking about, wait a minute, yes, if I don't have a lot of extra time in my life, if I keep doing the same thing over and over, my situation's not going to change. In fact, it could get worse. So it gets them thinking about, do I have a plan? Oh, that's an interesting question. Nobody really asks me if I have a plan. And I will be honest in saying that 9 times out of 10, most people don't have a plan. They just stay in the world of busy. So you can come in as that person that can help them with that plan, or at least help them think about even having a plan. And they're going to be grateful that you did that with them. So then, 9 times out of 10, most of my prospects say, no, I haven't really ever thought about that, or I don't really have a plan. And in that case, I would go into helping them with that plan. And I have a little script that I like to use, and it goes something like this. Most people think that they need a copious amount of time to do this, but the reality of it is they just need about 1 or 2 hours extra in their day to create this plan that could really help set them up to have better time freedom in the future. You can work this as fast or as slow as you like, but at least putting this action plan in place gives you the option to make some of your time calls later on in life. And you can create a future where you don't ever have to worry about not having enough time for the things that you really want to do. Is there anything else that you need to know before we get started on this plan together? Okay, so that just kind of wraps that up. And then it also asks them a question that is a closing question that I like to use. Is there anything else you need to know before we put this plan together in place together? So they know we're doing it together. It's a plan, and it solves that problem for them, and they can see the bigger picture. Now, like I said, I do have some scripts for you that you can download and you can make your own, and they're absolutely free, and they're over on my blog and website right now for you. This is actually going to give you more than just the no time objection handling script. It's going to give you more objection handling scripts. So other objections like I don't have the money, or I need to talk to my spouse first. There's a few others where you can pull a story to overcome that objection. So this is my objection handling story scripts that you can use and make your own. And you can go and get them over on the blog at tanyaaliza.com/336. So you'll see this video on my website. Right below the video, you'll see a big yellow button you can click, and you can get those objection handling story scripts to make your own and use. And I hope they really, really help you. If they do, let me know, drop a comment. The key takeaway is stay in the game when you get objections or questions. These are actually opportunities for us to let us know, hey, they're thinking about it. They're just trying to find a way to make this work for them. If this was helpful, do me a favor and smash the like button on this video. Make sure to share it with any of your team or anybody that you think would find value. And I hope you got a lot of value in it yourself. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you loved most about it. If it was helpful, I want to know about it. And I'll see you on the next episode. Ciao.